Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another final week of WSSEA. Here we are in the grand finals. With me in the casting booth is Zohan. Zohan, how are you doing today?
Good. I didn't realize how far my camera was showing right now, and you can see the target back behind me. But otherwise, it is the grand finals, and it's going to be an exciting day. I mean, we saw one of these teams last week in Sedro Woolley, and now it's going to be against Nooksack Valley to take the overall win. I don't know who I'm gonna. I don't know who I favor here. Both teams are undefeated, so it's one of those. It's one of those things where we just don't know how. Is it because they've had an easy division? Is it because they've had an easy way through the playoffs? Or are these teams truly the best? So I think this is definitely an equal series overall.
Well, I mean, we'll find out soon enough. I believe Sedro, Woolley, and Nooksack Valley, like you said, are finalists here in the WSSEA Fall Valorant playoffs. And of course, like you said, Nooksack Valley and both of these teams have some really good high-ranking players. We got some Ascendants, some Diamonds, and some Platinums as well. So we shall find out who comes out on top. I believe the map that we're going to be playing is none other than Breeze. I believe it is Breeze. Hold on. No, Ascent. It's the map right behind me. It is Ascent. That's the map we're playing on. So, Zohan, what kind of roster are you expecting?
Well, that is a long conversation. We need to throw it to a quick break to be nice to our sponsors, the U.S. Army. So don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
And we're not actually cutting out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we are right back. I believe we're actually facing some kind of technical issue here or there, but it is all resolved now. But Zohan, back to the question. On a map like Ascent, these two teams, you can tell the demographic being somewhere around Platinum or Ascendant ranks. What kind of rosters are you expecting?
I mean, if we're on Ascent, I'm expecting an Omen, maybe an Astra. I've noticed that, I think some of the high school teams see some of the pro teams play Astra and go, oh, I'll play Astra. They shouldn't do that.
That's it.
They don't do that. Just play Omen. Omen's way easier. You can do so much with Omen. And honestly, I think at this level where you can have coordinated plays, but it's also about fragility. I think Omen just gives you just so much more. Besides that, I personally like Sova as your intel initiator. I've noticed some people still go for that fade, but I think especially with the nerfs, so was just the way to go. Because the second thing is I like KJ on this map, and Sova is probably the best way of dealing with that lockdown when you use that Hunter's Fury. So Sova, then KO, of course, because I mean, even KO's just play KO on this map. Just play KO. Finally, Jet. Are we going to see that? No, we have an insta-lock Sky and an insta-lock Fade for the grand finals, by the way.
Yeah, I believe, yes, this is going to be a best of one, of course. And hey, at least we have Omen, right? At least we have Omen on the both sides and the other guy leaning towards KO over on the attacking side. Of course, we'll find out whether they decide to stick with it. Two duelists on one, and I believe... Is that no duelist on the other? Is that no duelist on the defense? So an
maybe it's okay. It's actually okay if they run a duelist.
Is it?
Well, if they run an initiator, if they run double controller, that's interesting. Phoenix. Oh, don't go, Bram. Don't go. They're teasing me now. I think they might go duelist. I think they're teasing us. I have a feeling they're gonna pick duelist. They're gonna pick Reyna if they really want to. But no. So I'm gonna actually look at our attackers because this is interesting to say the least. So Brim is their smokes of choice, which helps a little bit. I mean, I will say I'm not a huge fan of Brim on this map, but the fact that Brim can smoke off a lot of heaven and it gets a lot more space. You can actually deny, if you place it right, you can deny so much. You can deny like 10 feet and they have to walk through that. And so you get scared because you're like, is someone going to be in here? And then you peek out and then someone. I just noticed the attackers all have the same card. That's pretty funny. But no, I like it. I'm not the biggest fan of Brim, but I'll be supportive of it. So that is, but I mean, this is kind of what Sedro Woolley were playing on this last map. I have to say, I think Nooksack's overall is the better comp.
All right, fair enough. I mean, I personally do really like the Brim, and you know, it's pair it up with the Breach. The B square combo can do wonders on whatever map you bring up against them. All right, well, Nooksack Valley on the defensive side here, Sedro Woolley on the offense. Enough predictions about the rosters, I believe, Zohan. Only time will tell which roster and which team is capable of achieving greatness and which team will take the title of the WSSEA winners here in the fall season of 2022.
Indeed, and I think this might be setting up for a bit of aggression. No, actually, so Yuki sits back. So I think this is just going to be an initial flash just to gather a bit of util, and then they're going to be staying back. Now that's going to be massive because look how many players are already just waiting B. It's a 5 stack towards the site. They're not defaulting. They are doing a B wait. It's kind of what I want to call it. A great smoke makes mid basically uncontestable at the moment. So they have to push through, but this is already going to be hard.
Alright, the push slowly coming in towards B main, or so you'd think. They've all went right back. Look at that bait coming in from Sedro Woolley, and at the speed of light, they've already started moving towards B short. The Cypher spots 4, and I believe the call comes in as well. It's gonna be a 5v5 retake coming in from Nooksack Valley here. 2 moving in from Haven, while the other 3 still deciding as to where they want to push from. But Sedro Woolley, they already have control aside the walls and the smokes. Everything has been gone down, and Sedro Woolley are in a great position.
Yeah, kind of. I think a huge play there. But Yuki getting the. This is going to be a massive play. But the flash didn't go off. They actually didn't let the flash. But Void and Yuki already absolutely insane. Void's at full health. Oh, if they didn't get the pick, and actually Sedro Woolley are going to be taking round number 1. And I think that was. That was a massive mistake there, I think, by Nooksack by rotating off of A so fast. 3 on B is already all that you need. You need to have at least that anchor on A. You need to have someone waiting to try to get information, to try to get a pick. And that sadly is what's going to put them 1 down.
Well, I mean, it was a great play coming in from Sedro Woolley. They're easily baitable at the ranks around these. I mean, you see 4 of the players pushing in, so much utility being used, and in a snap of fingers, they've moved right back on the A side. So some really great play coming in from Sedro Woolley there. It seems like they've all planned it out. They've planned it out, and we see once again they are trying to push towards B side here. Have Spectres in hand, but we got 3 players stacking towards B. So it is gonna be a battle with the shorties as Yuki has already found 1. He's gonna be heading right back into the covered position, and Sedro Woolley, they're gonna be thinking about where to push from now as the market kill does come through from Kumhorn, and Sedro Woolley has mid control.
They have mid control, but what is this going to accomplish for them? That is a great smoke by Omen to put a little more pressure onto that mid. They can't really push through B immediately. I think a small mistake there by Yuki is going to make them fall. Void almost had the play there, but Bjorn there already waiting. And I think that is where that mid control did come into a factor. They weren't expecting Bjorn just to stay there for so long. Now it's a 2v4. I think it's already Sedro Woolley's round, hopefully, maybe. If Bjorn goes down, though, that's going to be a bit hard, but no, a great duel. Spectres did get nerfed at long range, by the way. I just so people notice that. That is not how it used to be. It used to be a little easier to take those duels. And now this is going to have to be where Nooksack make a statement. They have to win this round. The players that haven't made an impact in this game have to do it now. If you lose this, Sedro Woolley gets such a lead.
We're almost near flawless victory coming in here for Sedro Woolley's side, so the economy looking pretty good all the way through. While on the other side, we got assault rifles all the way through, 4 vandals, a phantom for the Nooksack Valley side. So, like you said, very compulsory round for them to take here. And going up against Sedro Woolley and Spectres in hand, it should be rather relatively easy as compared to the first 2 rounds. So we'll find out soon enough how Nooksack Valley deals with this.
Yeah, Void actually missing that initial shot, didn't even try to go for it, immediately hides, pulls out the util, but then actually decides not to go for it. He's actually trying to TP away. This is a little bit risky, but oh, actually saved by Unit Whale anyway, so it didn't even matter at the end of the day. But so this is looking like it's going to be B this time. I think Sedro Woolley have almost trained Nooksack perfectly enough to where they only have 2 on B. It's all up to how they hold it here. A great spray gets 1. They back up. They get 3 already. One's gonna go. Bio Executioner is gonna get 1.
1 enemy remaining.
Oh my god, Yuki with an absolute mad lad there. Got one through the wall as well. Does he spot mid-frag? Not yet. Mid-frag, last man alive. Even if he can get the spike down, that is an absolute win. But getting the spike here in a 4v1 situation is not going to be easy whatsoever. So, mid-frag, what do? You have a lot of utility to work with. Do you go for the split? Do you go for a flank? 20 seconds left, so second one isn't an option. Is he going to be going for the save? I'm not sure whether that is the right idea. And White Soda does spot him in the end as mid-frag still deciding on what to do. Void Frag is going to let him out of his misery.
Yeah, that is definitely the statement you need to make there. Void Soda definitely wanting to pull their team back from that 2-1, that 2-0 deficit. Only thing I kind of want to highlight is that was a good hold. I was proud of Nooksack Valley there. I liked how Void was holding on mid, rotated back, I think, as soon as the XQ was going to happen, and actually got 2 on that initial site take. Only thing I want to highlight for Sedro Woolley is that was a huge flash by Executioner. And actually, wait. Oh, I think this might be massive. I don't know if the flash now tells how many players are flashed, but I think Bio Executioner took a flash to try to mind game Nooksack into thinking it's going to be a B split when it's actually almost all players already going to A and maybe now even to mid.
And you know, White Soda, the kind of duelist that this guy has been for his team, him being alive for the entirety of this round is absolutely crucial, and staying in a mid position could be very risky, provided if Sedro Woolley decide to push in towards mid, but that doesn't seem like the idea. The idea is to push in all the way towards short as they face the wrath of 2 of the players here. Fade, the spray works out, Easies and Vec find 2 before being taken out by Executioner, and Univale, mid-frag finding another one of his own, and it's a 3v2 here. As Sedro Woolley have got the spike down mid-frag in a bit of an ambitious position, takes it down to a 1v3 here, and things are looking quite well for the Sedro Woolley side as mid-frag is on an absolute blast as he takes down 2 more players at the end, and Sedro Woolley take another round win.
Yeah, this is where I'm getting a little confused. I don't know if Cypher had plays ready, because when you play Cypher on defense, it can shut down any attack. But the key thing is you have to know different setups. You can't let them be aware of where you're going to be putting your tripwires, where you're going to be putting your cages, where your camera is going to be. And it seems like, yeah, now they're just going to the very basic ideas. They're putting one mid. They're putting one, you know, kind of on that catwalk area. I don't know what they call it. They always, I swear I've heard like 8 different words. But anyway. And this is, I think this could work out now. It's a very rough thing to ask for a Cypher to play without knowing these lineups.
And of course, there we... And I mean, yeah, it makes sense as he is now. Deciding to play on the other side, trying to do something different, and it makes sense. You'd want to be able to use Cypher to its full abilities. And so far, things have worked out perfectly fine. Sedro Woolley's push towards B side has been denied completely. Smashed up a little too late on the reactions there. Is gonna be giving WSSEA enough time to take one down. Coomhorn, oh no, he spawned right in the middle. Probably wanna be a little careful there, which he is. Nooksack Valley still hanging out around B side. Four of the players just shifted towards one part of the map. Uniwell wasn't expected there by WSSEA, and the striker of Nooksack Valley has been taken down.
Nice little football reference, as our producer would want us to call it. Yeah, and so it looks like it's going to be that B hit again. I will say something that Sedro Woolley have been doing absolutely great this game is mind gaming to go where the other team isn't. And that doesn't sound like something that is hard, but a massive knife is gonna actually take out Yuki. Yuki without those knives was effectively useless, so that should be the round for them very easily. I mean, they get one mid frag. Actually, I'll take that back. It's a 1v2 with a rifle, but no HP, no shield, a massive flash actually. But I don't think Bioexecutioner saw them.
Where are you?
Well, let's see if Weck can pull off this 1v2 here. Uniwell, he's gonna be walking right into his crosshair. Uniwell, however, doesn't manage to pull up that first shot accuracy, and Weck decided to push in a little too further before taken down by Executioner, and the 4-1 round victory is now underway as Sedro Woolley is now up by 3 in the economy. Well, let's just say that the treasure's looking good.
It is definitely looking good, and I mean, honestly, at this point, they want to start pulling out the op if they want to have a little bit of fun. And yeah, and actually, I like this play. What they're going to be doing is Midfrag's going to be pulling out the Blade Storm, not wanting to risk going down too low in terms of economy. I think this is going to be an aggressive play here by Nooksack Valley. They've been showing this flash as just intel, but this time it's going to be with an aggression.
Well, I'm not sure whether that's... yeah, definitely not the best idea there by Yuki. No utilities, no flashes to work with, and decides to push in straight up. Smashed up still very much alive here. Kumon decides to ignore him completely as he's trying to clear out the sides. The boathouse angle could turn very much fatal as we got two of the players over at the side. Kumon, however, very quick with his spray, and he takes down two almost immediately. Nooksack Valley down to their last two players. Smashed up, can he make a difference? No, he doesn't. Kumon takes him down, and Sedro Woolley 5v1 here. The last man has already been spotted, and it is gonna be a manhunt.
Yeah, I don't see this going out too well. I think all 5 are going to literally be watching this. Actually, maybe not. Oh, but they do get the confirmation there. 1 goes down, 2 goes down, but 70 HP, and yeah, that's gonna be a very easy 5th, I think. And now, here, Flatter, I gotta say, this economy is starting to look a little rough for Nooksack Valley. The loss bonus definitely helping, but they have to save here. Look at this. We have Stinger Light Shield, and someone's wanting to almost full buy. You have to make sure you buy with your team. You have to make sure it goes all well. They have a couple ultimates, I think, to deny, but nothing to really put them, I think, on the lead against the Sedro Woolley team right now.
Absolutely. I mean, even on the defensive side, you have to be careful with the kind of guns that you're going for. Sedro Woolley already have an assault rifle in hand. It's mid frag. Trying to find somebody over at mid, staying true to his name. Can he do it though? We'll find out soon enough. Yuki doesn't want to push in too further with the scout in hand. Decides to hang on around for just a little while longer. Sedro Woolley, on the other hand, they're stepping so closely towards a main. This is Valorant, I believe.
Oh, I heard scout, so I was a little confused. I'm sorry, I just gotta tease you. But look at this flank though. I have to comment on this flank. Look at this flank all the way from T-spawn. Mid frag going with the op by themselves. Oh, missed the shot.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Saved.
Luckiest shot I think I've ever seen.
Enemy remaining.
Hey, well, Sedro Woolley, covering the side entirely. Vec, once again, is the last man alive. Is hanging around over at A main. Can he find anybody before being taken down by one of the five? Or is this going to be a 1v5? We'll find out soon enough. Vec finds one. Can he find the second? He almost does. 2 shots in. Trying to pick up the gun is going to be taken down. And Coomhorn will get a 3k here in the 7th round. As we move on to the next one, Sedro Woolley, 6-1, Nooksack Valley. Well, they are starting to fall behind.
Starting, I mean, 6-1's already pretty rough. I think Ascent is a defensive sided map, so getting to 6 already, massive statement, I think, by Sedro Woolley. I think at this point, if they get 2 more, if they get 3 more, this game might be done. Nooksack Valley, I think, has a chance if they can win out 5 here. If they don't, it's going to be an ask. They're going to go for this flash again, though, or intel. But they've been doing it a little late. I almost don't even know if they actually flash it off and mid frag. You Void, you got lucky there.
Oh, would not want to peek that same angle again, Void, but it seems like he's very much tempted to make that happen. Mid-frag still very patient with the operator, making sure that whatever happened, he has his eyes over at mid, while still checking the flanks here and there. A minute left on the clock here. Sedro Woolley are going to be deciding to push in towards A short as we see the Jet and the Cypher holding on over at tree and side respectively, but Yuki with the spray could have found 2 there, decides to just be happy with the one before being traded out. So Nooksack Valley in a bit of an advantageous position here in a 5v4 as we see Sedro Woolley with the speed of light have decided to push in towards mid. Smeshbop sees it coming, but the spray is not working out for him, and S-Fest takes him down. A huge wave coming in from Nooksack Valley's side as a 4v4 is now underway. Sedro Woolley, can they make something happen? The B-side push is imminent, and the side plant is coming right up.
Yeah, site will.
Night.
That's fast. I think maybe making a little bit of a mistake there, but mid frag getting 1. But I think maybe the call is to save that op. They're not even pushing in. Uni Whale. Oh, this might be the spot for them. They haven't got one. They have got one. They've got one. This actually might work for them.
Oh boy. Can he make it happen? 7 bullets and the reflexes there. 1v1, easy, still very much alive. Might just be able to win out this duel after all as he pushes straight in. Uniwell can make that shot and Nooksack Valley find their 2nd round win.
That might have, honestly, I think if Uniwhale had gone back, ulted on boathouse on the spike, whatever you want to, whatever kind of play you wanted to do there, I think they might have won that. That was absolutely insane. That smoke by Void Soda unintentionally keeping Uniwhale alive for so long. Sure, it gets Nooksack Valley their 2nd, but this is still a very contentious buy for them. Look at how low their economy was. If they lose this round, their economy goes back to shambles. Sure, you get a round victory, but you might have just lost this half.
Yeah, 2-6 is not the best scoreline here on a map like Asen. So Nooksack Valley, you need as many rounds as you can possibly get before switching. So 6-6 might just be the best possible outcome. We'll find out soon enough whether they're able to do just that. Nooksack Valley, on the other hand, we got a 2-1-2 very classic play coming in from Nooksack. While over on the Sedro Woolley side, I believe the decision is still yet to come.
Yeah, Sedro Woolley really like playing slow here, and I think, this is something to notice though, is Nooksack Valley. They had the Cypher setup work last round, so now they've gone for it exactly again. They even have Yuki the same spot to try to get whoever gets dinked by that. And going one down, they should now be really aware of this Cypher setup. They need to have a feeling that if that's there, then it's going to be punished immediately. But they're not even going for it. Actually, look, they just shot it without even noticing. So perfectly read there by Sedro Woolley. I think this is the round, and there's not going to be an economy for Sedro, excuse me, for Nooksack after this.
Absolutely not in a 1v5 here, not for long as Coomhorn takes him down. 2-7 is the name of the game. Sedro Woolley with another flawless victory. Moving into this one and moving into the next round here, the 10th round is now underway, and the guns are nowhere to be seen for the Nooksack Valley side as we see a Guardian coming in from Yuki. But like you said, Zohan, it is nowhere near enough to stop the wrath of Sedro Woolley.
Yeah, that's the only thing they can even, I think, attempt to buy right now, and I think maybe that's even pushing a little bit of their economy. I like that Yuki's staying in this one spot because it's slowly going to maybe cause Sedro Woolley to push into tree a little more. Thinking, oh, Yuki's not going to be there because the Cypher setup's not going to be there. But then, boom, Guardian gets a kill, backs up, perfect. But they're reading this really, really well. Look at this, an A main hit. They haven't gone A main, I think, since the 3rd round, so this is massively well played by them. It's an open site.
Here we go, an open site completely there for the taking, and Sedro Woolley are doing just that. The spike goes down, S-Fest still very much alive, hides in the corner, and we got Sedro Woolley taking up every position that they can possibly find over at side, as Smeshbop is the first one to push in with his dog, trying to gather as much information as he possibly can. Kumon takes one down before being taken down by the damage. Not yet, he's still alive. 10 health to his name. Nooksack Valley in a 4v5 here. We see 3 of the players pushing in through heaven, which is not a best idea. Midfrag takes one before taken down by Easy's. Here we go, Easy's 16 health, 0 health, and Sedro Woolley are on an absolute firestorm here. Nooksack Valley, 1 man alive. It is Weck. What does he do?
Try to get those frags as they're leaving, and actually, I mean, because of that, they get 2, and
to each other out there. If we
they lose up, quote unquote, but it's an easy buy afterwards. So yeah, this is where Nooksack Valley need to press. I was gonna say Q, but that's the wrong game. This is an Overwatch. But look, I mean, look at this. They are almost the golden bar, the golden row, whatever you want to call it. But so is Sedro Woolley. And especially this KO. I think this null command basically shuts down everything Nooksack Valley can use. And quite honestly, this is going to be a very hard ask, I think, for Nooksack here.
Absolutely, it's not going to be easy whatsoever. Nooksack Valley down by 6 round here in this first half, Zohan. So you have to wonder, what kind of strategies do they have to pull out? What do they need to do in order to close this gap? Sedro Woolley, on the other hand, they want to extend this lead further and further as we see them pushing in to one of their classic strategies. What works best? They're pushing in towards B short with no restrictions whatsoever.
Yeah, and Yuki trying to hold that spot again. Not gonna go out for them, and look at this. They just took one out, rotated out immediately. I don't even think that Seekers did anything. It just said, hey, they're mid. They already would have had that from Easy's cam. So I think a little bit of an early use there, but this is a good crossfire. If they can get 1 or 2 from here, that's gonna be massive, and they do get 1.
Well, hopefully they do. Have found one, like you said, but it's not gonna be easy whatsoever to make it happen because they're being surrounded by 2 sides here, and getting in close in a game like Valorant is not what you want to do at the least. Boy, Soda Howard looks to make it work as he's found one. Univeil finds the trade though, so a bit of a 3v3 still very much going on. The ult comes out. Time is ticking down, so the spike should be going in any second now. Weck, however, takes it down, and with only 60 seconds wrecked, not much can be expected here. Never mind, Sedro Woolley, last man alive. Univeil is gonna be looking to make the save happen, but it seems like it's not gonna come through. White Soda takes him down, and Nooksack Valley take their 3rd round win.
All right, they get another win. That was actually a good one. I like that. That was good play by Nooksack Valley there. And maybe hopefully an indicator that this is just the warm-up phase. They just needed to warm up a little bit, and their attack is going to be absolutely insane, and that's what it still needs to do. Yeah, sure, they just won that last round, fine, but I mean, look at this. Even with winning that, they have a Bulldog, they have a Spectre against just literally kind of whatever Sedro Woolley wants. There's an op still, there's whatever guns they have, there's full util. So this is exactly how they wanted this to go. And okay, a little bit, that's an interesting play there. They're trying to close the door, breaking it early so you can't even use it. Yes, it works, but They don't get the boombot kill again?
Man. Nooksack Valley. 3v4 here. And it's gonna be Coomhorn leading the charge, not for long though, as oh my god, it's an absolute domination coming in from Nooksack Valley. It's Yuki taking down 3 and the rest just clean up crew from there on out. Nooksack Valley, another near flawless round victory. Zohan, would you look at that? I am seeing Nooksack Valley in a pretty much a new look at this point.
I have to see a bit more before I agree there. I mean, sure, they definitely, you know, if you want to count the later half, they won out. They won 3 out of the last 5 rounds, but that needs to keep going. They need to keep it going. Sedro Woolley do have quite a commandable lead at the moment, and if they win this pistol, it's going to be it's going to be a huge climb, but it is doable. I agree with you there. 8-4. Way better than what it was looking earlier. It looked like it might have been 11-1 at one point, but now this is a comeback potential for Nooksack.
A comeback potential that should not be going to waste whatsoever. 4-8 is the scoreline as we head into the second half. It's going to be Sedro Woolley on the defensive side here as we see Nooksack Valley heading in towards B with Yuki, the one to lead the charge. Coomhorn, what do you do with the burst lock in your hand? Burst pistol. Zohan, don't call me out for that one. Wreck and Smashed Up, however, are having a lot of fun with it. Sedro Woolley down to their last 2 players with SFS, the only man alive over at Boathouse. What does he do? Has some amount of health to work with, but look at that. Nooksack Valley playing the safest game possible. They have decided to take their business towards a site.
Honestly, I wouldn't call this the safest. I think if there wasn't that flank, that might have been very risky, and quite frankly, you know, walking into a frenzy when you're running with knives out might not have looked the same, but they got away with it. They got lucky there, and you know, at least in regards to how they read that. So this should be Nooksack's. So yeah, good for them. I don't see a comeback here for Sedro Woolley. 2v5 is basically impossible, especially with the smoke coming down. And they're not even going. Yeah, so you have to go now. You just have to go for it, or just die to the bomb. Either or.
Absolutely. I mean, getting economy here is just as important as finding frags, as mid-frag does find one before being traded out. Almost immediately, Sves does take the Sage down as well. 5-8 is the scoreline. And Nooksack Valley, well, they did get the best around, so things are already looking quite nicer.
Yeah, I mean, this is how you have to do it. You have to slowly come back from that quite large deficit at one point. This should be bringing it within 2. If Sedro Woolley making the impossible happen, though, who knows? Maybe this is going to be just an absolutely incredible, you know, pistol onto the conversion round win. And ooh. Okay, that dog actually does spots it, so midfrag has to get away from there. So they're not going to be in that corner again, sadly.
Here we go. Some trades being coming on out here from midfrag as he tries to intimidate the offensive side here. However, Nooksack Valley, they have something else in mind, and that is mid. Most probably because we see Nooksack Valley just hanging out, still trying to figure out where they want to go.
Yeah, this is safe gameplay, which I like from Nooksack, but look at this setup from Sedro Woolley. Look at how ready they are to pincer anything from happening. I love this crossfire happening from Sedro Woolley. And they don't, I think, have any more intel gathering besides this haunt. Okay, actually, this haunt should basically reveal everyone, but they have to throw it right.
Well, it's thrown out right enough. The flashes and everything has been going through. Nooksack Valley, they're off to a great start. We see 2 of the kills coming in from Weck as the trade comes in. However, isn't it a little too late because Sedro Woolley now in a 1v2 with no guns at their disposal whatsoever. So Nooksack Valley are feeling pretty good about themselves.
Yeah, but this has still been costly. I mean, even without haunt, they've lost 2. Bio Executioner definitely... Maybe with the chance to get another. which I mean, just getting a couple of these picks is going to be huge. Don't think they will. And yeah, great kill there by Void Soda. And so now they're gonna bring it back within 2. This is where Sedro really have to make their stand though.
Absolutely, like you said, have to bring it within 2 here, 6 to 8. So they already have done it, but now the guns are the crucial part. You gotta use you gotta take full advantage of that, because you realize now Sedro Woolley are also on the big guns.
Yeah, indeed, and it's gonna be a close game. I mean, this is an interesting buy though. Going for this triple judge setup. This isn't even the big guns. This is saving, wanting to try to almost game this out here.
Oh my god, well, you might want to step away from that molly. Sedro Woolley haven't had the best of luck pushing in towards A side up until now. And maybe some flanks might just be the way to go, or some kind of a push from mid could do it. However, so far, none of that has come to mind. It's Nooksack Valley following a very simple routine of pushing towards the A side every other day, and this time around, the entire team is thinking again. Alright, here we go. You see this? We see Nooksack Valley now, all the way from over of A side, have decided to push in towards B. We got the spike in the hands of Omen. But Stinger's in hand, so it's not going to be easy whatsoever to take down Sedro Nooksack Valley whatsoever. As we see Vec now on the other side, still trying to find somebody who wants to be a little more impatient and decide to push in towards A main. Kumon, however, over at the side. Let's see what he does here, failing to get that boombot all the way to the other side. Unfortunate for him, Kumon, the only man alive. How does he stop Nooksack Valley from pushing towards B side? Because not a lot of time is left. Yuki pushes in from the other side. The site there for the taking. And with only 7 seconds remaining, the spike does go down. Sedro Woolley will have to play on the retake.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, kind of a mistake there. Why do they make judges if they're not going to be holding close? Holding sight like that just makes it so easy for the rest of Nooksack just to like get behind you exactly what just happened. I mean, there's a chance though. It's still a 3v3, but they have to go now. They have to use their utility well. That flash, ooh, that flash might have just stopped them from going in.
Woo, okay. Alright, the retake seems to be going in very well up until now. SVS had the right idea about where to use the judge. Do they have enough time? I feel like they do. Yes, they do. It's mid-frag, getting that spike down with a minute, with a second, 1.24 seconds still remaining. Nooksack Valley were so close to bringing it within 1. Unfortunately for them, it's Sedro Woolley coming out on top. Thank you to that judge coming in from SVS, who found 3 there.
Honestly, I don't think Nooksack should have lost that against 3 judges. That's just, it felt like they didn't expect it, and I think that element of surprise helped them there. Otherwise, I think Spectres are so much better. Sure, at close range, I think the judge can be pretty broken. But still, this is so Nooksack now going for this kind of split again. Yuki by themselves. Oh, this is risky. They break the knife too. I think that might have been a mistake. They should have just backed out, waited for by executioner, because now they're gonna know someone's mid, someone's close by, and the right call. They actually back. This may be too many people backing up. They might be going for. These teams love to rotate. You don't need to over-rotate when the attacking team always goes to the other side half the time. Just stay.
Well, Nooksack Valley still trying to figure out where they want to push, and it seems like mid might just be the idea here, as we see Vec, the first one to push in, might just be facing the sage here with the wall. He's going to be blocking some angles. Yuki still trying to figure out, trying to find somebody from that off-angle position. Nothing so far. SVS, the judge in hand, we knew what it was able to do last time around. And let's see what he's able to pull off here this time. 6-9 is still the scoreline. Sedro Woolley, what do they do on defense?
I think they get one. Ooh. Oh, I thought that was gonna be the sick. They get 2. They might not be able to plan in time. They have to go now. There's not enough time, but you are getting 3 with the judge when they knew it was there. And this plant might not even be going down, and it doesn't. And Sedro Woolley are going to be going to double digits. These judges, just Judge Jerry and Executioner, and I so am excited that I get to use that.
Well, I mean, Sohan, Sheriffs, all the way through for Nooksack Valley. It seems like Sedro Woolley, you know, they have a free round ahead of them.
They should. They definitely should. But I'm gonna be a little more wary, just because, you know, I've seen some impossible things happen on these kind of save rounds. But yeah, I do agree. I mean, you should be getting that shot there, but anyway. Nice smoke there. Should cut off a lot of sight lines for Nooksack Valley. A huge suppression, showing that it is an aggression up catwalk, up to maybe even tree.
Well, as we see with the pistols in hand, Nooksack Valley, they are looking to push in towards short. One man already down, mid-frag, takes him out of his misery. Here's smashed up. Sheriff in hand, what does he do? Coomhorn does spot him from there on out. With the Vandal in hand, he takes another one down. Sedro, oh my god, what a shot from Weck. Absolutely rips Coomhorn's head off. So we see a 3v4 now underway, mid-frag, just making sure that Sedro Woolley do whatever it takes to take this round win. Weck slowly pushing in towards market area. However, would it really matter though, because the wall has already gone up, and facing 2 of the players on the other side might just not be the best idea, especially with guns like those. Weck a little too impatient. Bio Executioner being absolutely a monster here with the molly as well. White Soda doesn't have much longer to live. Bio Executioner takes him down. It's 6-11. Sedro Woolley take another near perfect round win.
IO Executioner, that was a massive round from them. Honestly, that is exactly why KO is meant on this map. And Alexa, I did not say. Why is my Alexa going off right now?
It wants in on the action.
Still
sure,
talking.
I'm sure we got some predictions coming in from the AI sentient as well. I'm just kidding, it's not a sentient. Sedro Woolley, rather Nooksack, have decided to push in towards B side with all their wrath, all the odds coming in. Vec and Coomhorn are being traded out here as the spray goes down. Coomhorn already found 2, so some damage has been done. The Cypher reveal will slow down the retake here as Nooksack Valley do manage to get that spike down, and the retake has started to go down. Yuki finds one before Univale takes him out, and it's a 2v2 here with Void Soda and Easy's alive over at Boathouse and B-side respectively. Midfrag and Univale are going to be pushing in towards Market and Spawn. So, what do they do here? Have a lot of utility to work with. The Kunais coming in from Midfrag might be able to do some damage, but no dash, so no early push. The Stim Beacon, however, could do something. Univale will want to be careful. He has low health. Easy pushes on out. White Soda finds the trade on the other side. Well, who's over at the better health? It's White Soda. Who wins this round? It's White Soda. 7-11. Sedro Woolley. They're not at match point yet.
Not at match point yet, but this is still, I think, an okay situation for them to be in. Because look at this. Yeah, you can full buy here as Nooksack Valley, but I talked about it last half. If they lose this round and it goes to match point, what buy do they have? I think, you know, they can full buy 1 rifle maybe, but besides that, they have nothing. So this is a huge round for them to win. If they win this, they're back into this. They can come back. They lose this, they don't have any money anymore. A massive wall coming out already just to stall it, because they tend to like to push through. They like to use the resources to try to get this advantage. This actually might be the one time they're rotating, and it looks like it is. I caster cursed it a little too early.
Well, the rotation hasn't come in from Nooksack Valley, not yet. Sohan, how do they make this side happen? Because like you said, this win is absolutely crucial. Losing here would mean no economy to work with, and Sedro Woolley might as just well lift up the trophy. So Nooksack Valley, a lot is riding on this round right here. How do they decide to take this one out? We will find out soon enough. They're just waiting very patiently up until now. So what is their signal? What are they waiting for?
Time. They're wanting to try to force Sedro Woolley away. They're wanting them to go to A site. They're wanting them to go, oh, but that knife might be critical. This execute might be able to get something. But SFS in such a great spot. Doesn't get anything, but Bjorn gets one. And mid frag coming from mid gets a critical pick off. And look at this. No util. A great headshot. And they get it. And they're going to match in series. And championship point here, Flatter.
Match point.
Championship point, here we go, 7-12, Sedro Woolley, 1 round away from taking it all, 1 round away from taking up the champions title of the WSSEA Fall 2022 Grand Champions. Nooksack Valley, they have no money to work with. They need a miracle to pull off a comeback here. They need a miracle to pull off even another round. What do? Here they are on the offensive side, or at outside A. So pushing in towards A side might just be the best idea they have at the moment. But it's going to be a mid push coming in from Yuki, leading the charge with the Blade Storm in hand. What does he do? Manages to get some position under his name. Has some ground to cover as well, but going in alone might just not be the best idea.
Yeah, not too alone, but a nice flash there by Executioner. Trading out util. And that's what something Sedro Woolley has been doing really well this game. And just overall, they've been good at trading out util. And this is just an improvement. They were 3rd place last season, not almost getting to the finals. But this time, they're in the finals. They're in that winner's spot. They can be getting it this season. 50 seconds left. Yuki does win the first of the duels, though.
Well, here they go. 50 seconds remaining. 2 of the players already spot out. Goomhorn already could have taken down 2. Yuki finds one with the Brainstorm Whack. Finds one with the Shorty. SFS gets that res down. So Nooksack Valley still very much alive in a bit of an advantageous position. They're not out of it yet. So very well could take this round win as the spike goes down. But Univeil in such a great position. He's taken down 1. He does need another, which he does. Can he find another? No, he doesn't. A 2v2. Nooksack Valley. 2 of the players over at side. Smashpop has no health to work with. SFS comes in. He has found 1. Gets the last man. And it's Sedro Woolley taking the Grand Championship here of the WSSEA Fall 2022 tournament. And Sedro Woolley come out on top with Nooksack Valley placing 2nd. Zohan, what a game. Sedro Woolley once again are your champions, and what a play that was in the end. I mean, Univeil had it. Univeil definitely had it. That was such a great position to be in at the right moment. You know that the side, that they're all pushing in. You gotta wait. You gotta be patient. You gotta wait for them to think that they're all alone over that side, and Univeil made it so. What an amazing play.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, could have given away their position easily if they had gone, for that initial, ultimate, and then just rotated out. But they didn't. They did it. They waited for their team to come by. I think they were cleared out. So yeah, it forced their hand a little bit, but still, I mean, a great place. That stall on, on that plant, I think won Sedro Woolley that round, and then ultimately the championship. I want to definitely thank the Army National Guard for sponsoring this season of WSSEA Valorant. Definitely, I think a great way to end this season, and a great way to, I think, look forward to the spring one.
Absolutely, it's gonna be a lot of fun. And of course, tomorrow, Super Smash Bros. Ultimate casted by yours truly, TBH, and another caster that I'm sure I know the name of. I'll remember it just now, right out of the stream.
Is it Dan?
Yes,
Dan?
Thank you, Zohan.
Dan.
Yeah, so we will be back. We'll be back tomorrow with some Super Smash Bros. Grand Championship. So stay tuned for that one. But right now, we will be signing off. Thank you to production. Thank you to my co-caster Zohan for making it a very fun cast. We will see you next time.